Alright, YouTube. I'm working on lawnmowers, as always, when spring comes around. Fixing to work on the old John Deere over there. But right now I'm working on this one. Well, actually I'm not working on this one. It'll be next. What I'm working on is an old snapper, rear drive. It's got the bag and all that. Got it out of the Horde. Rebuilt the carburetor, as you can see right there. Put a new filter, everything. Rebuilt all that. Put it all together. Threw it on the lawnmower and cranked and cranked and cranked. And it would not start. Went to get my tester. And this is a no-no, a big no-no, guys. Do not, if it don't work, don't guess. I mean, figure something else out, because I've spent I don't know how many hours just sitting out here guessing. But anyway, my test light broke, the bulb blowed, and I don't have any spare bulbs. So I'm going to have to go to the parts house and get some spare bulbs for it. But anyway, I was guessing that it just didn't have spark. Took it all apart, cleaned it, everything, put it together enough to try it. It didn't start. So I went over to this other lawnmower that you see over here, and I put some starter fluid in it, and lo and behold, I'll show you. But I can't really show you because there's something else, but you'll get my point. But anyway, we'll sit here and we'll start this thing. I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but anyway. Alright, she starts. Okay, that's what she did. Took the coil off of it and brought it over here to this one. Put it on, gapped it, hooked up the wire, everything else. Put it all back together because that one ran. So I'm guessing, okay, I'll put the coil on this one. So I put it all back together because I knew it was going to run because the other one ran. And I just rebuilt the carburetor. So, put it all back together, put the cover back on it. It's missing the cover right now, but anyway, put the cover back on it. Got ready to start it. I cranked, it would not start. Well, wait a minute. That one over there just started with that coil. Didn't make no sense. So, I thought, okay, the only thing out of the equation was the spark plug. So I took the spark plug that's in it right now is the one from the other one. I thought, okay, the spark plug's the only thing that's different in the equation. Put the spark plug in it. Cranked, it would not start. Okay, so what do? I take the coil that was laying over here on my bench that I took off of this one. Are you following me? Took the coil that I just took off of this one and replaced the other one with. So the coil that was on this was over here on my bench. I took it, I put it in this lawnmower along with the spark plug that came out of that one over there. Sprayed some starter fluid in it. Just now, you just see me spray starter fluid in it, and guess what it did? It fires right off. So that tells me that one had a good coil in it to begin with and a good spark plug, because it fired off in this one over here. So I'm going to let y'all guess what might be the problem. I'm not going to tell you because I kind of like the idea of doing this. I'm going to let y'all guess, and then I'm going to tear this one apart, and we'll see if we all find out what's wrong with it. I'm guessing, I mean, it don't pull hard like you would expect. It did at first because I filled it so full of fuel and starting fluid that it vapor locked. So I had to take the spark plug out, clean all that out. But anyway, this one will not start. So I'm going to let y'all guess what the problem is. And then I guess I'm going to tear into this one because, like I said, it's got a bagger. It's a nice mower. I mean, it's a snapper. Clean it up. It makes somebody a good mower. But I'm betting, well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let y'all guess. I'll bring y'all back whenever I figure out what's wrong with it.